Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of welcoming our host for the evening, Mr. Nicholas Cluxton. Nicholas Cluxton is the co-founder and partner of Wow Media Communications Group, a digital brand consultancy based in Dubai. With a strong working knowledge and proven experience of the Middle East, Nicholas has also been spearheading the editorial and commercial strategy for the launch of a 24/7 satellite TV channel and is the former managing director of Ilaf Publishing, one of the largest and respected online daily newspapers in the Arab world. He is also an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker with an extensive track record and credits as an executive producer, director, and producer with the BBC, ITV, Channel 4, National Geographic, Discovery, A&E Network and Disney, among many others. He was the producer of the Emmy Award-winning television documentary Cry, Ethiopia, Cry on the Ethiopian famine, which won a National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Emmy Award for outstanding background analysis of a single current story, and the winner of the coveted Cable Ace Award of his film Linda McCartney Behind the Lens. He has also the producer of the three-part music series The Rhythm of Life with the Beatles producer Sir George Martin. He won New York International Film and Television Festival Grand Trophy and Gold Awards for the film Apartheid's Assassins on South Africa's infamous death squads and for Winnie Mandela and the Missing Witness. His South African visa exemption was withdrawn following the BBC broadcast of his film Suffer the Children, an expose on the detention and torture of children. He was also the producer and director of the film The Price of Progress, presented by Bob Geldof, which was a damning indictment on some of the World Bank-funded projects involving forests and dams in Brazil, India, and other parts of the world. He and Bob Geldof were invited to present the film at a special screening at the US Senate. Nichols is a fellow of the Royal Geographical Society and together with the late Mark Shand, a founding trustee of the London-based charity Elephant Family. Please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Nicholas Cluxton.
Thank you. Thank you for a wonderful and most warm introduction and welcome to tonight's Balipara Foundation Awards here in Guwahati. And I might add, on a special and rather extraordinary day when we also have a new American president. Before I start, I just wanted to make a quick house note that if anybody has got their mobile phones still switched on, could they kindly turn them off, please, as a courtesy to everybody else, and not least of all to the performers that we have here tonight. The short film that you've just seen, The Lie We Live, is one that was made earlier this year. And although the title is grim, the ultimate message the young filmmaker Spencer Cathcart wants to get across is that our lack of will to take full responsibility for ourselves has led us to make or break moment in time for humanity. And that it's about seizing the moment to create positive change before it's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing 2 days it's actually been here. And I'm delighted and honored to be a part of the Eastern Himalayan Naturenomics Forum. Its mandate is one that is particularly close to my heart, of working with stakeholders to collaborate and find long-term solutions to major environmental issues within the country. It has been a compelling 2 days in which there's been a considerable amount of debate and exploration into a variety of topics, from how to create drivers for sustainable conservation and create a successful valuation model for our natural assets. This evening is a fitting ending to the forum, as we express our thanks to those individuals and organizations that have been steadfastly fighting the battle to safeguard wild nature, whom have refused to give up and whom we must emulate and support. It's the 4th year, in fact, that the Balipara Foundation has pooled its strength with grassroots conservationists and organizations to honor people working to protect wild India. And never before has this been needed more urgently than now, when the country's environment, including its wildlife, and Elephas maximus, the Asian elephant, is under such threat from so many directions, and no more so than here in India and in particular in Assam, where they're struggling to survive because of the human impact on their forest homes. But I'm happy to say, as is the Balipara Foundation, that the Asian elephant is fighting back, and in just a year from now, to this very day in fact, 101 elephants are coming to the cities of Mumbai and Delhi in a show of force and magnificence to highlight their plight. In a partnership between the UK-based charity Elephant Family and the Wildlife Trust of India, 101 specially designed elephant sculptures will brighten the streets of shopping malls across each city. With the auctioning of these special works, the money raised is all part of a positive campaign to secure 101 elephant corridors across India, including here in Assam, that will benefit both wildlife and rural communities. As a former trustee and co-founder of the charity Elephant Family, and in memory of the late Mark Shand, who was the guiding force of it, I know he's with me in spirit tonight in expressing our sincere hope that companies and individuals and high net worth art collectors will all commit to sponsoring this event and making it the greatest fundraiser of its kind in the country. That said, and with an equally impassioned rallying cry, I want to personally commend the tireless work of the Balipara Foundation, which, for a decade now, has been working purposefully and tirelessly to a master plan to celebrate the biodiversity of the Eastern Himalayas and to work with stakeholders in protecting the region's most wonderful natural heritage. The Balipara Foundation Awards, which we're all here tonight to celebrate, was conceived by its founder and managing trustee Ranjit Bhattakur to bring into focus conservation, case studies of the Eastern Himalayas region, and to honour real-life champions of the environment. This evening is an acknowledgement that it's in the crucible of their purposes, our values, that will help our planet survive in an era of climate change and at an age where environmental destruction threatens our very existence. This, not surprisingly, is actually my favourite part of the forum, which is to be here with you all tonight to meet and honour people who communicate hope and who remind us that we have the time to correct our course and redeem ourselves by choosing the right path. I'd like to extend also a warm welcome to all distinguished guests here tonight who've joined us to celebrate success stories of men and women who are each making a real difference in their own communities, young and old. A teacher who inspired his students, a visionary who is changing the way we view food, a forest guard whose bravery is unsurpassed. These are stories of ordinary men and women whose actions are truly extraordinary. The full house here tonight suggests that all of you agree with me that we're in the midst of some really special people. So without any further ado, let's move on to honouring these wonderful human beings who remind us that the power to make a difference actually lies within us all. The Balipara Foundation Awards was instituted to bring into focus conservation case studies and champion real-life crusaders of the Eastern Himalayan region. Last November, the Balipara Foundation honoured and recognised outstanding efforts towards biodiversity conservation across 10 categories. Carrying forward that legacy and seeking inspiration from environmental leaders, the Balipara Foundation Awards once again chronicles stories about environmental stewardship in the Eastern Himalayan region. Tonight's annual Balipara Foundation Award is presented to a government or non-government organisation whose contribution to the protection of wild nature has gone beyond the call of duty and which has displayed demonstrable success in the arena of nature conservation. May I now request Bittu Saigal to come on stage and honour our winner of the annual Balipara Foundation Award.
Bittu Saigal, an environmental activist and writer, is the founding editor of Sanctuary Asia, India's premier wildlife and ecology magazine. He is a member of the National Board of Wildlife of the Ministry of Environment and Forest. He is also at the forefront of the battle to protect India from the worst impacts of climate change.
And the winner is Sendenyu Community Biodiversity and Wildlife Conservation Committee from Nagaland. Alarmed by the rapidly disappearing floral and faunal populations within a span of generation due to excessive hunting, logging and jhum cultivation, the community felt the need to take drastic steps to preserve and protect the biological diversity of the Sendenyu region. Today, hunting is totally banned. Their success in Nagaland is a model worthy of replication across India and is due to the committee's vision to preserve and protect the rich biological diversity heritage in the community. And for this, we honour you.
Before I start, it will not be complete if I don't show my colleagues who are with me. May I be kindly allowed to call my colleagues? Just want to show them. Without them, you would not be able to come this far. May I, on behalf of the Sendanyo community, thank the organizers of this event, the Balipara Foundation. We want to thank the Balipara Foundation for recognizing the Sendanyo community biodiversity and wildlife conservation initiative and having selected us for this prestigious award. We are greatly honored. Indeed, we are greatly overwhelmed. We are greatly honored and encouraged. With this encouragement, we will continue to go forward in our effort in the field of conservation in our own humble and very small way. But it is our dream that one day the initiative that our village people are taking will be able to spread all over the villages in Nagaland. And with that, our final dream will be fulfilled. We also would like to welcome each and every one of you to visit our humble village and see what our village community are doing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Our Naturenomics Award is presented to a green entrepreneur whose financial and ecological success has proven to be a sustainable model in which economy and environment go hand in hand. May I now request Rolf van Buren to come on stage and honour our winner of tonight's Naturenomics Award.
Rolf van Buren co-founded Lotus Arts de Vivre, an iconic brand known for its bold Asian and animal-themed creations made with opulent raw materials over 30 years ago. His love affair with Asia started when he moved to Thailand at the age of 22. Strongly moved by the region's cultural milieu, he chose to quit his corporate job to realize his artistic ambitions.
And the winner is Pong Village Community from Zero, Arunachal Pradesh. One of the few people in the world who continue to live in harmony with nature, Pong Village Community's methods of sustainable farming and social forestry is without a parallel anywhere else in India. Settled in Zero, one of the most beautiful Himalayan valleys in India, the village community remains proud of their traditional history while maintaining a balance with a changing world. Using nature-friendly and sustainable techniques, they have successfully conserved forests around the valley, which serve as watersheds for streamlets flowing down to irrigate the fields around them. The simple bamboo huts perched on top of vertical wooden stilts force us to rethink our consumerist approach towards living. And it's truly impressive how the community have used traditional methods to attain what modern machines and systems have been unable to do. For this, we honour you.
Good evening, one and all. सबसे पहले मैं बालीपारा फाउंडेशन उनको मैं धन्यवाद देती हूँ और हमारा ब्लेस को नेचरनॉमिक्स अवार्ड में हमारा ब्लेस बस्ती को चुना है. Thanks once again बालीपरा फाउंडेशन को धन्यवाद देती हूँ। Fire Pacho, thank you very much.
Green Legal Award is presented to a lawyer or an organization which has used the courts to win justice for wildlife or for communities living in or around ecologically fragile wilderness.
May I now request Bruce Rich to come on stage and honour our winner of the Green Legal Award. Is Bruce Rich here? There he is at the very back. Bruce Rich, a seasoned lawyer, has worked for 3 decades with national environmental organisations. He's an expert on public international finance and the environment. He received the UN Global 500 Award for Environmental Achievement for his research and advocacy concerning multilateral development banks. He's authored bestsellers like Mortgaging the Earth and To Uphold the Earth.
And the winner is Rohit Chaudhary. Using a combination of the Right to Information Act and litigation before the National Green Tribunal, Mr. Rohit Chaudhary has highlighted several violations of law with respect to environmental issues in Assam before the courts over the past decade. He has also worked to stop polluting industries in the No Development Zone around Kaziranga. In addition to focusing on northeastern states, he has also assisted communities across the country in ensuring accountability and transparency in environmental governance. For this, we honor you, sir.
Well, I can't express in words how delighted and honored I am to be in this function to receive this prestigious award given by Balipara Foundation. Thank you, Ranjit sir. Thank you, Bittu sir. First of all, I would like to thank my organization, Legal Initiative for Forest and Environment, and my mentor, my lawyer, Mr. Ritvik Datta. Without him, without his guidance, I would have not reached here. Secondly, I would like to thank my father and my mother to bear all the nuisance, I would say, because a lot of people told, don't go in this work, don't do this work, but they quite supported me. And then I would like to thank National Green Tribunal for giving a patient hearing to all my cases and giving the importance to Kaziranga National Park issues. Well, and this Green Legal Award is given to a lawyer or any organization. I would like to tell I am not a lawyer. I am an RTI activist. Now, about RTI, it's not any special thing which could be used by only a single person or a very limited person. This is a right given by the government of India to its every citizen. I have approached National Green Tribunal with only 5 to 6 issues. And day by day, the violations are increasing in the Northeast. So we need more activists, more people to use this law. The powers given to us by the government should be used. Because I can't approach National Green Tribunal every time with every issue or with every violations. So today I would request everybody to use the tool and to come up with more issues before the National Green Tribunal. And Ranjit sir, thank you very much. This award will keep me motivated, and I assure you I'll continue my good work with everyone's blessings. Thank you very much.
The Balipara Foundation Eastern Himalayan Conservation Award is presented to an individual, community or organisation that has created significant impact in protecting the biodiversity of the eastern Himalayas, which millions of people depend on for their sustenance.
May I request Sarita Litplang to come on stage and honor our winner of the Eastern Himalayan Conservation Award. Sarita Litplang is Secretary and Spokesperson of Meghalaya State Congress and the Vice Chairperson Meghalaya Resource and Employment Generation Council. Highly experienced in the political field, she has been the National Coordinator of the Indian Youth Congress in charge of the Northeastern region, where she helped conduct election campaigns for Congress candidates. And the winner is Miksak Apal Natural Resource Management Group from Garo Hills, Meghalaya.
Since 2004, the Mixal Apal Natural Resource Management Group has been training the village community of Selbalgri in natural resource, organizational and financial management, with an emphasis on the restoration of the environment along with the improvement of livelihoods. Today, Selbalgri is a model village for others to emulate. For this, we honor you.
मेघालय से हम तो यहाँ में आया था हम लोग के ये बालीपारा फाउंडेशन अवार्ड्स हमको भी दिया है हम लोग का नारकोम मुक्सा काफर नाम जी हम लोग का फॉरेस्ट रिजर्व का हम मैनेजमेंट किया था अभी यहाँ में हम लोग आया था आई एम थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑल
Green Guru Award is presented to a green teacher whose purpose in life is to inspire young people to respect, learn about, and protect nature. The individual should have leadership qualities, including missionary zeal, passion, and dedication, so that others may seek to emulate his or her example.
May I now request Nelly Ahmed Tanweer to come on stage and honor our winner of the Green Guru Award. Tanweer started the Maria Montessori House of Children in 1998, which since its humble beginnings took great strides to become the public school it is today. Mrs. Tanweer's idea of nature as our classroom has been helping generate awareness about the planet's plight and instill in the students a sense of respect towards nature.
And the winner is Purnima Devi Barman. A guardian for the greater adjutant stork in Assam, Purnima Devi Barman has campaigned relentlessly for the conservation of this rare species, influenced public opinion and boosted the chances of their survival. The Dodora community where she works is today an exemplary role model for community conservation, and she has deservedly received the sobriquet of Hargila Baido or Stork Sister. Ms. Barman's story and that of the storks is so much more than just a local legend. For this, we honor you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so privileged to be here. I am so humbled, so honored. And at first, I would like to express my heartiest gratitude to Balipara Foundation for this recognition, for this honor, not only to me, but also to a species, to an endangered species which is in the brink of extinction. Hargila, the bird I'm working, greater adjutant stork, which is called in English. So we are working with communities in Dodora Posoria Singimari village in Kamrup district, Assam. More than 10,000 people are there, and it's totally a community conservation work. To save greater adjutant stork, community conservation is the key, and we are working with communities. And trust community conservation is the toughest challenge, and we have accepted that challenge, and we have overcome also. And communities have adopted this bird. And I'm very delighted to be here. I invite you all to visit our field and site and to see the works, what we are doing, what the communities are contributing. They are doing great. I take this opportunity to salute to all the communities. I take this opportunity to thank all the key stakeholders involved in this work, like Kamrup District Administration, Kamrup Police, Assam State Zoo, and my organization Aranyak. I'm thankful to my family, my parents, my husband, my daughters who have supported a lot. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very hopeful, very optimistic. With all of your support, I ensure that we can save the bird from extinction. Thank you very much.
It now gives me great pleasure to welcome onto the stage the Rhythms of Manipur, a professional troupe in both traditional and fusion arts. Rhythms of Manipur has scored the music of many ballets and films. During the last 31 years, they've produced over a dozen different compositions and travelled internationally. The piece they're going to play tonight is called Rhythmic Rain. It celebrates life, the relationship of music and nature, and how rain is the life force upon which we all depend. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a very big welcome.